What exactly did Sutton Strack of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills know after reading that stunning article about Tom Girardi and Erika Girardi? Well, I have a clue and I want to share it with you. Also, one of our favorite lawyer trolls, Ronald Richards, has sent an official legal letter to Bravo for unaired footage. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So Bravo has done this really amazing thing, and they have the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show on their YouTube and on their website. So if you've been missing out on that, be sure to check it out. I'm not paid by them, as I should be. But we get some really behind the scenes conversations and also what people think after the episode airs. And the housewives really are sharing a lot. Erika's not included, but everyone else is weighing in. And we get a little bit of tidbits behind each episode. So one of the things that was mentioned in this after show was Kyle talking about her hearing things about Tom Girardi possibly cheating. So according to Kyle, it's not that she heard it on the street. She heard it actually from Erika Girardi. Erika had said something to her at one point that made it seem as if Tom had been cheating or had cheated in the past. Garcelle, though, does reveal that she was told by a woman, came up to her, I believe she said she was shopping, came up to her and said, "I see Tom with this blonde woman. That's not Erika. That's not Erika Girardi." Garcelle says that she actually brought this up to Erika, so it's not her talking behind Erika's back. I mean, I'm not surprised that Tom Girardi possibly cheated on Erika Girardi. As you know, in this last episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we find out about this LA Times article that's so revealing. The other ladies were too Beverly Hills to actually read the article, but Sutton Strack, who does not get enough credit for being a smart businesswoman. Yes, she was a Karen earlier in the season, but I'm still enjoying Sutton so far. I think Sutton has learned her lesson. She's in a better place with Crystal. And they even talk about that during this after show. And she says she completely understands where she came off wrong in that particular situation. But she also says that she read this LA Times article 3 times. But here's the thing, and this is a shout out to our friend Femtaro. She says, and this is Femtaro, she says that she, based on what she sees in the cards, the tarot cards, what she sees in the cards is that Tom Girardi and Sutton Strack's ex-husband, there's a connection there. We don't know if there's a business connection, but they know each other, allegedly. So I found it very interesting while watching this after show that Sutton says she sent the article to her ex-husband. So apparently they are in a good place. You know, we assume that, when you're an ex-husband or whatever, maybe we don't really know a lot about Sutton's ex-husband and their past. We just know that he did not want the kids to be on the show. And that was part of the reason why she was not a full-time housewife last season. But apparently they're in at least a decent place that she sent the article to him. And because she was so bothered by what she read in this article. And that's part of the reason why she decided to call this meeting with the other ladies without Erika and to express her concern. I'm thinking what Sutton is not saying here are the details of what her ex-husband might know about Tom Girardi. Watch everything that Sutton does during the rest of this season. Y'all don't want to believe the tarot cards, but I just like to bring a little morsels of proof to you guys every single time. I thought that was interesting. I believe it was Sutton's ex-husband that told her, "You need to be careful. You need to distance yourself from this woman." And Sutton, being a good friend, wants to tell the other ladies, "You should as well." She even says it in this video. I'm concerned about my friends, not Erika, who she does refer to as a friend, but she's saying, I think the ex-husband probably told her a lot more that she doesn't want to say on camera because of the liability. Sutton girl, when you're ready to tell, when you are ready to tell, come on over. I am ready to hear every single morsel. But speaking of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Erika Girardi's legal matters are just getting worse. As you know, we did a video talking about Bravo ready and willing to give unaired footage and audio. Well, now we're hearing Ronald Richards, you know, my favorite lawyer troll on social media, and I mean that in the best way, Ronald. I really do. We love it. We love that you do this for us. You do this for us. You give us content. We appreciate you, Ronald. Well, we hear that he sent over an official letter to Bravo and the production company for that unaired footage and audio. So let's get into what he says. He says this: I'm writing to advise you that certain steps need to be taken as soon as possible to ensure that EFT Productions LLC and Bravo Media LLC, collectively the company, complies with its legal duty to preserve all information that may be discoverable should this matter go forward to litigation. And this is why I love Emily D. Baker, because she'll break this down for us. So if you're not subscribed to Emily D. Baker here on YouTube, subscribe to her. She's one of my favorite. No, she is my favorite lawyer on YouTube, period. Okay? Namely, this company, we believe, produces or is involved in the distribution of the Bravo show, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We are primarily concerned with unaired footage of the show relating to Erika and Tom Girardi. If you believe there is an additional company who is the custodian of this footage, please provide and we will send them the same letter. Ronald's letter also requested that Bravo and their production team, quote, preserve all relevant footage and documents pertaining to Erika and Tom, including unaired footage of their program. So this is what the letter states. In particular, the company and your employees are obliged to take all reasonable steps to preserve all information, namely unaired footage, including all paper copies of documents and all electronically stored information that is or may reasonably be considered relevant to the administration of the estate and or our investigation and complaint against Erika Girardi. So as I reported to you earlier this week, there was a source that told The Sun that there would be a possibility that Bravo would be ready and willing to send over any sort of unaired footage in this legal matter. And this is what this insider said. They said producers have been advised by their legal team they may be forced to turn over any footage or audio, which may help the court get a clearer picture of the case. They are on Erika's side because they have had, up until this point, a good working relationship with her, but they want to help the case and do what's right. At the end of the day, Bravo doesn't care. This production company doesn't care about Erika, at least not to the level where it's going to affect their company. Let's be real. Let's be honest. They are trying to protect their neck. They are loving the ratings. They are loving this juicy story for their current season. And honestly, we're loving this juicy story for the season, but there's a lot of things going on that's keeping us fully entertained, including Kathy Hilton. Speaking of Kathy Hilton, when Kathy Hilton said, I don't know her, she really meant that from her core. We laugh about it because it seems as if during this season that we got so many weeks and months of Kathy being around the group. No, Kathy said in this after show, well, at this point, I had only been filming with the ladies for a couple of weeks. She literally said a couple of weeks. So she really meant, I don't know Erika. I know Kyle. I know a couple of you. I don't know Erika. She meant that, but it was such a moment for all of us, wasn't it? It was. Well, guys, be sure you stay locked here on the channel. We have more Real Housewives news. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City trailer for season 2 dropped, and it's juicy. They're addressing a lot of different things. We also hear that the season 2 already for the Real Housewives Vacation series, which will include Dorinda, is coming as well. We're going to talk about all of that, so stay locked to the channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on these little tidbits from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show and this new legal document sent out by Ronald Richards. As always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.